Hello everyone, it's Mystic Mod. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we will be discussing the Sagittarius New Moon occurring on Tuesday, December 12th at 3:32 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So do adjust for your location on planet Earth if you're looking at your own chart because the timing may change based on your location. A new moon occurs when the sun and the moon occupy the same degree point of a sign. So this one is occurring at 21 degrees of Sagittarius, or to be more specific, 20 degrees 40 minutes of Sagittarius. This means that the sun and the moon are exactly next to each other, also called a conjunction in astrology speak. When they are opposite each other, that is like opposite signs but at the same degree point, that's when we have a full moon. So for example, if the sun was at 20 degrees of Sagittarius and the moon was at 20 degrees of Gemini, that would be a full moon. The universe really wants us to evolve, and so every month it gives us an opportunity at the new moon to change and grow and to set a new intention. And the days leading up to the new moon is called the balsamic phase. So say like 3 days before the new moon, we have the balsamic phase, and during that time the universe is giving us hints about what it wants us to change or release or embrace so that we can evolve in this upcoming month. To understand where the universe is activating new energy in your life this upcoming lunar cycle, look to your birth chart and see which house the 21 degree point of Sagittarius is occupying space. The house is going to tell you where in your life things are occurring, the energy is occurring. It's basically the stage of life. For those of you who don't understand or don't know about the house systems, they basically say where all these things are happening. There's a house for your health, for your work, for your family, for traveling, for your intimate relationships, and so on and so forth. So you can look to see where is 21 degrees of Sagittarius lying in your chart to see which kind of area of your life is wanting to change, to evolve, to grow this lunar cycle. Sagittarian themes include expansion, freedom, truth, opportunity, going beyond the known world, travel, generosity, teaching, endless curiosity, and adventure. Your Sagittarian friends are the world travelers. They are the ones going back to school. They're the philosophers. They're very high-minded. They like to think about what is the reality of nature. They love to explore nature. They are also incredibly open-minded and charming and generous and super flirtatious. On the other side, they can also be know-it-alls, and they don't like really receiving advice. They like to be the ones giving advice. They like to be the teachers. But the truth is that even if you've spent a lifetime understanding something, the world is constantly expanding and there's always something new to learn. And a good Sagittarius understands that they're never done learning. Wherever this new moon is occurring in your personal chart is where energy is needing to be expanded and grown. New opportunities are to be sought and new ways of thinking. We are to look at our own judgments and intolerances. And whenever you have the thought, I would never, or I could never, are both two things that if you hear yourself saying, that you know that you need to switch something up immediately. This is where we are to explore and go beyond ourselves. For some of us, that means traveling or quitting a job that we hate, but we're too afraid. This is about being fearless and bold and going where no man has gone before, or just going beyond our own personal limitations. So that really takes us looking at our limitations and the way that our thoughts limit us, the way that our feelings limit us, the way that our past limits us. So let's say, for example, your new moon, or this new moon is occurring in your sixth house of health and work, your physical work, not like your career. It's also your daily routines. This is perhaps adding something expansive to your morning routine that you never thought of. Maybe it's really committing to that meditation practice, or taking certain supplements. It could be little things like that. Or perhaps if it's a health thing, maybe you have been battling with a health situation and the traditional Western medical system isn't working for you, and so you're going beyond the known world, and maybe you're flying down, doing something crazy and flying down to Brazil to meet a shaman in the rainforest to find the healing you need, or just exploring other alternative methods. So whatever this is, wherever this is in your chart, this is about going beyond what you know and what you think you know. So if you have any planets occupying 21-ish degrees, we'll say 18 to 23 degrees of the mutable sign, so Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius, then this is an especially important new moon for you. Regardless of where this energy is occurring in your chart, the new moon energy, we are all being asked collectively to expand our horizons, to accept that perhaps we don't know the truth about everything, to be less dogmatic, to be more open-minded, more optimistic, and more curious. I've been telling all my friends, do something every day that goes against what you would normally do, that goes against your automatic behavior, something that kind of scares you. And say, for example, if you feel really strongly about something, especially the things you feel really strongly about, right? Try to take the other side of that and try to have that compassion. Go beyond your own thoughts and beliefs, and just see. It's like you can always go back, but this is about seeing things from a new perspective and getting bigger and growing in love, growing in compassion. This is such an important time for Sagittarius. So just hours after the peak of this new moon, Mercury goes retrograde at 9 degrees of Capricorn and will be traveling backwards all the way to 22 degrees of Sagittarius. So essentially the same degree point as the new moon, and it stations direct again on January 1st or 2nd, depending on where you are on planet Earth. Mercury represents the way we think, the way we speak, the way we communicate. And during this time, we are in deep review of our own mental processes and the communication manners, or rather the manners in which we communicate. People often associate Mercury retrograde with technological disasters, failed contracts, miscommunications, and mishaps of all sorts, really. And yes, it's not a good time to be making really important life-changing decisions, but sometimes we can't help it and we just have to, right? But really, this is a time to slow down and take stock of our lives, to review the direction in which we're heading in, and to change course if needed. We get a second chance to get something right in Sagittarius. We are reassessing what is true for us now, looking at new opportunities, changing plans, expanding our horizons. This new moon will also be making a quincunx to Uranus, retrograding in Taurus, which means we will be feeling extra pressure to shake up the parts of our lives that are feeling really stable and secure. Taurus is security and stability and just wants to be comfortable, so it really has a lot to do with like whatever makes us feel safe and comfortable in our lives, like going beyond that, because ultimately we have to feel a little uncomfortable in order to evolve and grow. Otherwise, we just like to stay exactly where we are. Finally, this new moon is making favorable aspects to the North and South Node in Aries and Libra, which means that we might be having breakthroughs finally in relationships. Maybe there's something that's been hampering your happiness within a relationship and you guys are able to move beyond it or expand your mind so that you figure it out. Or maybe you free yourself from a relationship hampering your own freedom and your own happiness. And really, this can be a relationship to anything: a person, a job, a house, a community, a location, whatever. So to conclude, the Sagittarius new moon is a time to go beyond your own limitations, venture beyond your known world, seek truth, travel to foreign places, see past your own judgments and intolerances, be bold, try new things, go new places, try new ways of thinking, speaking, and loving. If you're interested in exploring what energies are being activated in your own chart this new moon, please feel free to reach out to me through my website, my email, or my Instagram. I will link them all in the show notes or the caption. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, share with your friends. It goes so far in the way of supporting me. This is my heart's work, and I really love to do it. Anyways, I hope that you have a beautiful new moon.